Hello, thanks for dropping in. You're looking at the top of a Commodore 1802 color composite monitor, and it is, without a doubt, filthy. There is yellowing, no doubt there is yellowing, but there's also just the sludge of time. Who knows? Drinks spilled, things happen. You know, I mean, these monitors were often in the room of the previous generation of gamers. Or who knows, maybe it was sitting in a garage or something. Anyway, definitely the yellowing. I mean, there's people that do stuff for the yellowing. I've not done anything for the yellowing. Oh, if you heard that noise, that's a Commodore PET keyboard. Anyway, that is another story. So here we have the 1802 on its top here, or the top of it. And soon I will take a magic eraser to this monitor to show the difference. Now, once again, the yellowing will not go away, but certainly there is stuff on here that I think is yellowed, but is also just filthy. For example, like right along here, it's just filth. Yellowed, but filth. And in here, like I can even probably knock some stuff away. In here, filth, 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 everywhere, filth. So I'm going to give this a clean because from what I know of it, this monitor works. So there's no reason that it should be discarded. Back to this model of the 1802, I never liked it. Never, ever, ever. When you started off with the 1701 and the 1702, which were basically identical, except one weighed more, and it wasn't always by the model number. And why they changed it to 1701 and 1702, I don't know. Because they were the same. But then out came, there have been a variety of versions of the 1802. And the 1701 and 1702 were very square. And they could stack. I mean, you had to be careful, you know, because they would slide if you bumped them. But you could really stack them. You could. I know, I've done it. And this, like, it's got the carrying handle thing. The 1701 and 1702 kind of had inlets on the sides, and this has this handle. But one thing I did and have found over the years that these things, in their slight off-white beigey thing, often do a lot of yellowing, such as this one. The picture, it's funny, when I look at the picture when I plugged into a 64, or a VIC-20 or a 128 on these, I just don't find it as good with the computer thing. But when hooked up to, say, a DVD player or a VCR, yes, those things still exist, the picture was pretty okay. So, anyway, I don't know, I guess Commodore got a good deal on these. But I've never been really fond of them. This one is on, of course, like many monitors, it is missing the little door that covers the controls. And yes, it is yellow, very yellow, and filthy, filthy, filthy. So what I intend to do is, of course, test this to make sure it works, and then get a magic eraser. And yes, I am not at all sponsored by Mr. Clean, and I know there are other people who sell such things, but really, you dip it in water, you rub it around, the filth comes off, you squeeze it out, you carry on. They don't last forever, they do wear out. I actually, just the other day, I had one of the heavy-duty ones that I was using. And it's heavy-duty means it has an extra pad in the middle to make it stronger. Anyway, I tossed that because it had finally worn out. Anyway, we'll see how pretty we can make this monitor, despite the yellowness, of course, and then check it out for its functionability and all that. And I believe I have tested this before, but of course I did not make any notes and didn't leave any notes on it, so I'm not exactly sure. But I will find out. I will. I guess now there's nothing much to do but go and find a magic eraser and maybe a bowl of water so I don't have to keep going back and forth to the kitchen and try and resurrect this into a state where somebody might find it okay. Mind you, the other thing about monitors is often they're sitting way in the back. They might be on a shelf, and really, does anybody see the back? And really, like, to me, it looks like the back panel, not the back panel, but the back lid of this is more yellow than the front. So for somebody who is looking for, a monitor, and it works, it would be dandy. I still like the 1701 and the 1702 better. That is why, that sooner or later, probably sooner, after I get this tested and shined up, I will put it up for sale. And once again, I prefer to sell locally because I don't like shipping such things, but I have. I think probably there's some videos of me shipping things. It takes a big box and a whole lot of bubble wrap, but so far I have not had a monitor end up in a worse situation than when it left. In other words, it worked when it left, it was pretty when it left, and when it got there, it did the same. But I know it's a crapshoot. You just never know, Alright, onward to the kitchen in search of a fresh magic eraser. Thank you for being here. We will meet again. Bye for now.